Hi there, welcome to the February Scrawlrbox. I'm going to show you what's inside this month. Now the first thing that I noticed with this box when I opened it up was the artwork. Ta-da! Because I got a little bit excited because it looks very much to me like a police box and very much like Doctor Who. You might notice from my mug, if you recognise this completely blank mug here, might be a reference to Doctor Who. Shh! And it ties in with the theme this month, time and space. So let's have a look and see what pens we have in here this month. Immediately I was interested in these markers. They're called Molotow Aqua Twin, and they are twin because they've got a thin end and a thick end, chisel tip. And they've given us very spacey sort of colours, a purple, a dark and a light blue. You can see there. Here's my markers. Oh my god! These lids, they want to come unscrewed more than they want to come off, which isn't great. Which is not great. The colours are so saturated. And there's a booklet about these pens. And you could mix your own colours, basically, before you put them into the pen. They're water soluble, and they've also provided us with a brush, which is Koh-i-Noor. And now this is, I would say, an oil style brush. Not something that I'd normally use for like a watercolour style application, but for sticking a bit of water on your page it is going to be okay. And you know, obviously like a sable brush would probably be the whole price of the entire box. The aquarelle pencils, they've given us a blue and an orange. Quentin Blake had a book about drawing, and in it he had a aquarelle pencil, a red one, which he suggested that you use for sketching because you can smudge it and make a lot of different lines. And I wish they'd given us a different colour other than blue, because we've got two blue markers already, and then we've got a blue aquarelle pencil. Green would have been good, spacey. We have a masking liquid pen. Now I've used masking fluid before. It's usually in a jar, a yellowy sort of colour, and you would put it on with a brush. This one is a marker. Normally you put it on quite thick, and the whole point is you put it on, you mask the area you want to be white, you paint over it, and then you can peel off the masking fluid. But because it's in a marker form, it goes on quite thin. So here's the colour that this masking fluid goes on. It's a light blue. My instinct tells me to go over this to get sort of a thicker laying down, but maybe that's where I'm going wrong. So I had a little go with it here. Some of them have bled quite a lot through the masking fluid. I mean, it gives an interesting effect, but if you're determined that that's going to be pure white, that's not what I ended up with. Some of the shape's quite defined. It's just turned into a kind of unrecognisable blob. I had to work quite hard to get the masking fluid off some bits, and I felt like it was maybe taking the paper up a little bit with it. I used an eraser. Normally you can just rub it off with your fingers. I didn't manage to get very much of it off that way. I ended up using this, which is an electric eraser, and it wasn't bad actually. I did quite a good job of the smaller bits. You can see that I've managed to get some wash out of those marker pens, and I wonder whether this is the best paper to put them on, because this is very, very absorbent, toothy paper. We got some watercolour paper. We got 2 sheets of this. I've already used one, and you got our wee sticker. Okay, thanks for watching. I think you'll see that this month has been maybe a little bit more of a mixed bag than the previous ones. I'm looking forward to trying the challenge because I love the theme, but I expect to have quite a hard time with these pens, so we'll see how it goes.